If you're afraid to court me or take me out on a $300 date because you feel like that's going to make you seem like you're tap dancing for me, then just leave me alone. Because I can honestly take myself out on a $300 date. I don't need you to do it. We're both doing it to see if there's something there. Like if it's an actual connection. If you can't even put up the money or the time or the effort to make it like a real date, then just leave me alone.
All right. Here we go again. You know, here's the really crappy part about doing these sort of videos and watching women like this. Modern women don't realize that they are technically investments to men. That's it. A woman is an investment. I want you all to just be logical and critical in your thinking right now. When a man is supposed to protect and provide, in other words, he's supposed to spend on her. If he's spending and outlaying, he's not just spending money randomly. That's not how men's brains think. But this is what women think that we're supposed to do. No, lady, you are an investment. Men invest in women. In any investment which the man sees that will not pay him a return, whether it's in affection, punani, respect, good partnership, a good helpmate, a good mother, etc., it's not worth the investment. So you just telling a man, if you're not willing to spend $300 on me without telling him what he's going to get back, is literally trying to shame the guy into investing in a black hole that just keeps sucking his money. Why would a man want to do that? And why wouldn't he be scared to do that? No smart man spends money stupidly. None. The simps? Yes. And I'm sure that's who you're talking to. The guys that you technically do not want to end up with. You want to suck his resources like every single woman, but you want to do it without giving nothing in return. So your shaming tactics will work on the weak men. But hopefully channels like this are waking up these weak men and making them realize, don't fall for this shit. Because your fat ass ain't worth a $300 meal without getting something in return. You know what $300 can buy on the sex market? Do you have any idea? You're talking about setting you down for a $300 meal. When that man could go get a professional that looks 10 times better than you, for a good hour, hour and a half, $300. Wouldn't you think that he would prefer to do that versus sitting in a restaurant looking at your sour face, trying to egg him into buying some more expensive wine or being rude to the waiter or just horrible conversation? A professional won't do that to him. If you're spending that kind of money on a pro, that pro is going to make sure that that man gets a return on his money because she wants him to come back. This is what you women don't understand. Some middle-aged, nice chocolate brown Oompa Loompa, but sweetheart, you have nothing that would warrant a man to pay $300 on. Let me read a few comments. Chima Ubaki says, the rebuttal is always, well, I can take myself out for $300 date. Cool. But when is the last time you did it? When is the last time you picked a place, got dressed up, and hit the town on some solo shit and spent $300? Edward Cox says, who takes themselves out alone on a $300 date? Who? Exactly. Who? Who in their right mind? I have never seen a woman alone in a fine dining restaurant eating alone spending $300. Never seen it. And I have worked in a fine dining restaurant. I've done years in my teenage life working in a fine dining restaurant. I've never seen one woman sitting alone, eating alone, spending $300 in a fine dining restaurant. None. And then, of course, they will come back and try to make you think that, oh, this is what women do. Women hate being seen out by themselves. They hate it. And listen, ladies, I want to make this one thing very simple and very clear to you all. There is no such thing as a solo date. You went out alone. A date is between two people. That's how we classify date. You guys are trying to rewrite the rules because it's not in your favor. Reality of it is, you went out by yourself. There's no solo date. That's like saying fat, skinny. It doesn't exist. You went out alone. A date is when you have companionship with another person. So let's stop this bullshit about I could just date myself. You cannot date yourself. You go out alone. It doesn't matter how much you try to spin it. You don't freaking date yourself. You don't marry yourself. Marriage is between two individuals. This is just women trying to justify their bullshit. And when they are at a disadvantage, they try to turn it into an advantage so it looks good. I'm single dating. What kind of bullshit is that? There's no such thing as single dating. Dating is between two people. So let's stop it. Let's just stop this childish crap that we all go on with. I hate to see grown-ass women conduct themselves like this. Man, it's time we grow up, man. Whew. So, my friends, it's that time again. It's time for the older man's random reviews.
The older man random review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, a collection of videos that you guys have sent me over the weeks that you would like my opinion on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, my friends. So buckle up, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Let's have some. It's Monday over here in Dubai, Monday 13th of October, my friends. We're going to have some fun with a bunch of crazy videos that you guys sent. Okay, let's get into the next one.
If I ever go out with a man and he does not pay for my friend, I will never speak to that man again.
Part 457 of women that got their priorities fucked up. Viewer discretion is advised.
There was this one time, this guy that liked me invited me out with all of his friends. And I was like, okay, well, I'm with my friend. He's like, great, bring her. We all eat, we laugh, everybody orders, it's fine. My friend had to leave early because she had something to do. That was the original plan.
Something about the way she says that tells me that her friend didn't really have to leave early. I feel like it was a setup, but let's continue.
So when she left and the bill came, his guy friends were like, your friend just ditches and leaves on the bill? I was like, there's like 7 guys here.
What does 7 guys have to do with your friend paying her part of the bill? I'm having a really difficult time understanding why someone would go out and just assume that just because there are men in the environment that their bill is paid for. Last time I checked, she wasn't dating any of those men. Why should those men be obligated to pay her part of the bill? I don't understand. Shit, why does the man that you were talking to have to be obligated to pay her part of the bill? Like, does she not have money? Why does she come out?
All got a prefix menu and unlimited drinks. The total was less than $100. Not that even the total mattered.
If the total didn't matter, why did you bother bringing it up? You tried to use it as a point of reference to show how broke or cheap these men could possibly be because it was less than $100. No, you used it as a point of reference. We saw what the fuck you just did.
I felt so uncomfortable. I looked at the guy that invited me and I was like, hey, look, it's fine. I'll pay for it. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. He's like, my friends, they don't know any better. But in my head, I got the ick.
Wait, so this video is not even about the man that invited you out. It's about his friends? So his friends are supposed to have the same standard that he has? What the fuck is going on? I am genuinely curious, where the fuck do y'all find this level of entitlement? Why does his friends have to live up to the same standard as him? That's his friends. They're not fucking dating you. They could be whoever the fuck they want to be.
Because you invited me and my friend, and your friends made that kind of remark. No, you didn't say it, but your friends did. And that's just an energy I cannot get behind. If you cannot pay for my friend too, I don't feel comfortable dating you.
What the fuck is she talking about? He told you he would pay for it. His friends did not want to pay the bill, but he said he would. He didn't have an issue with it. He invited the two of y'all out. She left. He agreed to pay the tab for the both of y'all. What the fuck is the issue? So what, his friends didn't want to pay your friend's tab? They don't fucking have to. Yo, y'all hoes are losing it.
It's a gentleman thing to do. If you can't do it, it's okay. Just don't say yes to my friend coming. Because splitting the bill and things like that, no thank you.
You know what really should have gave this woman the ick? The fact that her friend walked out the house broke. What should really give you the ick is that you're friends with a broke person that likes to freeload off of other people, men in particular. What's really going to give you the ick is when you watch this video back and you realize how fucking stupid you sound. Maybe you won't make these type of videos anymore. I will tell you no lie, I am all out of answers for these type of women. It's just, there's literally no saving them. I don't know what type of freeloader shit y'all on, but it don't work that way. But of course, like any other video, you ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep it change.
This is the kind of entitlement that is now being displayed in pure sight. And the problem with these older girls saying this sort of shit, it's just teaching the younger girls watching it that this is what they should be entitled to. even though the world has now moved to this more egalitarian and equality type of mindset, as these women become more and more broke, they don't put any money away for investments. They always lying that they can afford it. They can't fucking afford it. They cannot afford it. Trying to go out in front every night and they don't cook. Most women don't put any effort into freaking cooking at home none of them. They're constantly looking for some man to sustain their lifestyle. And the only way that they can get men to freaking step up is to try to shame men into doing this. And this has become a really nasty habit. Ladies, men just don't find this attractive. There's so many holes in the story that don't make any sense. I doubt she's freaking telling the truth anyway.
A nigga ain't paying your bills, pouring into you, elevating your life, changing your lifestyle, adding value to you.
Blah, 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 blah. We don't care. Go make your own money. Go take care of yourself. Bum.
I love angry man. I love this guy. And that is exactly right. All of these freaking bums on here are trying to freaking suck money from men. Go make your own money.
If you want my number, you gotta pay me. You can be in the vlog for $10. $10? Yeah.
I got it. What's up?
Okay.
For how long?
For Cash App.
Cash App?
Yeah.
I got a Cash App. You talk to me for?
Yeah. $10.
Alright, word. I need you 20. Fuck it, I got cash.
Yo, $20.
I got cash.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all beautiful, y'all know?
Thank you.
Oh shit, in my car.
Okay.
Yeah. Zero?
Yeah.
You got interest in men?
No.
So what does it take to be different?
I don't know. I'll know it when I see it.
If you know when you see it, I ain't different yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet? No. What does it take to be different?
I don't know.
Let me get my check?
Yeah. I'll give you my Instagram.
I can live with Instagram.
Okay.
I can advance.
Yeah.
And this is why we doomed. Because of shit like this. Bro, you really paid a woman for her number. Then she flips it, didn't even give you the number. She gave it Instagram, and the silly nigga paid double. Oh my God. Yo, let me tell you something. I don't care what women post online or how they try to change the definition. They do not respect a man with no self-respect. They'll take advantage, they'll manipulate, they'll cash out, but they do not respect simp behavior. And they don't want their sons doing no shit like that. Honestly, women egos be through the roof because men built them that way. Think about it. If you were rarely ever told that you were wrong, if you could post one picture and instantly have dozens to sometimes hundreds of people lusting, commenting, and even sending you money, like if you can post, I'm hungry, and boom, got cash apps from people that you never met. If your life looked like that every day, wouldn't your ego be out of this world? Like, women can literally say the dumbest shit like, I want to try some dog. And you'll have niggas in the comments like, facts. I was thinking the same thing. I've been wanting to try a dog. A woman can say, I love niggas that wear thongs. And you'll have niggas like, that's crazy. I was thinking about getting me some thongs tomorrow. It's like, how could you blame them? How could you not understand why they are how they are when all these niggas is just so weak? It's a dirty game. Stay focused though.
Chase, my brother, you hit it out of the park again. This is the problem. This is what I want to add to this. The simps are creating the whole market. These women don't realize that they're low-key prostitutes. They're one step away from pay for my number, then pay for my food, then pay for my box. This is how it starts. The simps is what creates the whole market. And all of our, and the majority of the young females these days, everything is a cash transaction. You gotta pay for my affection. The absolute raw definition of being a prostitute. Give me cash for affection. Give me cash for sexual access. Freaking simps is what's destroying a lot of our society. And the problem is, so many of these men don't even know that they're damn simps. They don't. Because they've been conditioned by single mothers. They have been conditioned by a bunch of women who have told them and groomed them to be the men that they are right now. It is impossible, absolutely impossible for a mother to raise a son to be a strong man. The best she could do is to create a strong female version of a man. And that's what we're seeing right now. Oh, that was painful to watch. Man, we are in sick times, man. Gentlemen, we have to try to get our men back in line. There has to be more channels like this to teach the young boys that they're doing it wrong. So that young man is out $20. Didn't even get her number. Got an Instagram. She'll probably just freaking block him. So he paid $20 to have 10 words with her. Dude, I hope you see these videos and you wake the hell up. Wow. I mean, if you look at her body language, she wasn't even facing the young man. She had no interest in the boy at all. She was only concerned about the camera. Just that alone should have told him this ain't going anywhere. And he should have freaking just bunks, man. Just call her out. And just said, yeah, you're not even interested in me. Why am I paying you $20 for? And just move off.
My standards are high because my boy best friend drove 5 hours yesterday from the coast of Chile just to come snowboarding with me for one single day.
Oh no, that poor guy. Well, if he wasn't already aware that he's so permanently stuck in the friend zone that he can never get out, I'm fairly certain that lady's words just solidified it for him.
Absolutely. That poor guy just have no clue that he's simping for a woman who is not interested. My guy best friend. Oh, that hurts. There's nothing else to add to that than for you men to wake up and realize when you're in the friend zone. Now I want to show you what happens when the women have reached the end, when the money has run out and when things are at its worst. These young girls, when they have reached to the point in life where nobody is saving their ass anymore, where jail is worth more to her than freedom. She begs to stay in jail because she's homeless. This is when all of these baddies have gone through life and they have reached that point where no man is putting any money into them anymore. They do some dumb shit. They end up in prison. And what happens after that? There is no earning potential. You spend 5, 6, 10 years behind bars as a man or woman, and they let you back out on the street in your late 40s or 50s, and you have not earned or done anything in life. You're flat broke. What do you think is facing you on the outside? The streets, the empty, cold, freaking streets. Because your family has deserted you. Your friends have deserted you because you haven't seen them in 10 years, right? No one wants an ex-felon or ex-con in their house. So guess what? You end up like this.
Is it possible I can get like 60 days?
How about less? How about time served?
I'm homeless, and I really need some time. Can I get like 30 days, please, just so I can have at least enough money? I got one line, please.
Well,
I don't believe she wishes to resolve today.
okay. So how about this? We're just not going to resolve the case. You have a $500 bond, and don't bond out. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll appoint the public defender.
So I'd come back to court.
If the state decides to file on the case, you'll come back to court. Otherwise, somebody from the public defender's office come talk to you. Good luck, ma'am.
You tell me, man. This is how all of these baddies end up. This is the end of the road, my friends. When they reach my age and they have no man, and all the tricks have disappeared, and all the simps are married off or learned their lesson, and no one is tricking for her anymore. What do you think she's going to do if she didn't get any education and she didn't put any effort into freaking building anything? First thing she's going to do is she's going to do some illegal shit. Scamming, stealing, selling drugs. This is a progression. Then guess what? She ends up in prison. Most of her best or productive or energetic years are spent behind bars. She never built anything before she went in, and now 10 years, 15 years have been taken from her by the system, and now the system has to throw her back out. She served her time. Guess what happened now? She has nothing on the outside. And a woman cannot survive on the streets. A man can, but a woman alone on the streets, she's going to be a freaking target everywhere she goes. This is going to be the reality of life for all of those so-called baddies in their 20s right now and thinking when they hit their 30s that they're still, strong and independent. The baby mamas. Whew. Hard. That's hard to watch as well, man.
A first ever stunning admission from a woman who accused Duke University lacrosse players of raping her nearly 20 years ago. The story was a national firestorm. She now says she lied about the encounter. Crystal Mangum first made the claims back in 2006, saying 3 members of the school's lacrosse team raped her after she had been hired to dance at a house party the team was throwing. Police charged David Evans, Colin Finnerty, and Reed Seligman after Mangum's accusations. But after much back and forth and the city's DA stepping down from the case, North Carolina's Attorney General later dismissed the charges, citing a lack of evidence. But now, going on the record on a podcast nearly 20 years later, Crystal Mangum says she was lying the whole time.
I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't, and that was wrong. And I betrayed the trust of a lot of other people who believed in me. And made up a story that wasn't true because I wanted validation from people and not from God. I hope that they can forgive me, and I want them to know that I love them and they didn't deserve that.
Believe all women. Believe all women. Whew, man, just destroyed 3 men's lives. Poof. Someone sent this to me because, last week I presented that one with the whole Victoria Everest case, where she was caught admitting that she lied about a gentleman that raped her. But it just boils me that these things can happen to a man so simply. Just the accusation alone. Just the accusation. And I love this one simple comment when I was reporting on the whole rape accusation case. When Victoria mentioned she was speaking her truth. Speaking her truth equals spreading lies. There's only one truth. Oh, man. It's hard for me to digest this shit, I'm telling you.
Business. I would hate to be your daughter and have to go home with you.
This is the moment an entitled passenger caused chaos on a Frontier Airlines flight after refusing to move, blocking others from exiting.
You need to be real careful, because I haven't said anything to you.
Passengers were left frustrated when the woman insisted her child walk down to her, holding up the already delayed flight even longer.
She won't let us get by, ma'am. What is wrong with you? I would hate to be your daughter and have to go home with you. No wonder she's back. Grab our suitcase, please. Wait a second. You know what? You need to be real careful, because I haven't said anything to you. I haven't said anything to you all. Don't say anything else. They won't let my daughter pass, and I'm not getting my
A flight attendant attempted to calm the situation down, but was met by the woman's extreme behavior.
I haven't been on this plane long enough to eat. Mind your mother business. Mind your mother business. I'm sorry, nobody said nothing to you. You got the problem solved. This is my business. You are not the problem solver. You are not the problem solver. No, you are the problem. You're the problem. No, you are the problem.
Eventually, the irate woman let the other passengers get off the plane, making it a flight they will not forget.
Thank you. That's the best.
Why are women like this? Why? I just don't get it. Why is it that women have to act like this? Just step into the seat. People go cross. Her daughter comes down. It's getting off the plane. They're all going to immigration. There's no rush. It's not as if they're coming onto the plane and she's not going to get storage. Just step aside. Why is that not just common sense? Just, I'm going to hold up the aisle because I want to feel important. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You guys can help me with this, but I think you guys just send this stuff to me so that you can get my heart rate up, man.
Your white skin is so beautiful. Why do you go to the beach? Your white skin is so beautiful. Why do you go to the beach and burn yourself to a crisp trying to get brown if it's so wonderful to be white? And if you love your thin lips, why are you going to the doctor getting collagen injected and telling me my lips are too big? Don't, that's my thing. That trips me out whenever, white girls come to me, oh, your butt is so big. And it's like, well, why do you go get on that stair stepper at Holiday Health Spa trying to get your butt as big as mine? If being white is so wonderful, I don't understand why all these white teenagers don't.
So this was in 1993. Everything she said is still true till this day. But, young lady, what you don't recognize, back then, black women were more proud to be black. The whole weaves and wigs weren't as popular back then. But let's fast forward. What happened? This whole freedom and money made everything more accessible. So the nature of women on a whole just became much more pronounced. Back then, white women had money to go to the gyms. They had money to do the collagen injections. They had the money. They had the resources. Black people back then, they were just starting to come up. And I'm talking about the everyday individuals. Nowadays, black women are doing the same thing. The friggin' wigs from China and the whole friggin' ridiculous amount of crap. The Botox, the lip injections. I mean, listen, the black women aren't getting lip injections, but they're getting the nose jobs. They got the bloody nails. But what this shows you is just female nature. Women are never happy with what they have. It has nothing to do with race. They are never happy with what they have. And I've said it a few times on these videos. Everything has to be enhanced. The lashes, the nails, the hair, the butt, the lips, every freaking thing. They just need a more. I need different, more. And of course, the majority of the money that you spend is to follow white people. Is to follow the white race. All of the brands that you do purchase is based on what the white race actually see as luxury. So all I'm saying is, listen, it has nothing to do with the race. It has everything to do with female nature. Women are never happy with what they just have. This is a sad but deep message, and it's so true, man. This is the road a lot of women take. They're never happy, never ever happy. And they're so easily influenced by the women out there that are peddling this freaking message that if you don't look like this, you're not going to get the man that you want. That's it. Every single woman out there is trying to look more beautiful, constantly chase this never-ending standard of what they call beauty. And for what? If you look at most of the women today, they are all starting to look like cookie-cutter versions of each other. No one is standing out. No one is unique. The freaking lips, the BBLs, the ass, it's just all the same. And this is what men have to choose from.
This video should terrify you. She's part of an experiment, but she doesn't know it. Now you see these people, they're in on it. You see, she's facing the elevator exit. They're facing a wall that leads to nowhere. But because they're all doing it, watch what she does. She eventually folds and turns towards the wall, heading nowhere. Now, maybe she was just a follower, but now the guy in the white shirt is part of the experiment. Everybody faces towards him. He looks confused, but in a short period of time, he turns around and conforms. Now, this is where it really gets crazy. He's the victim, right? They walk in and they face him, and he looks really, really confused. Eventually, he folds like everybody else. But then he starts to spin exactly like how they're spinning. Crazy, right? The harsh reality is that this is how most people are. It's easy to laugh and say that you would never be a sucker that does this. But most people don't understand the magnitude and how much people they're around affect their behaviors. It would be wise for you to be careful about who you're around, because everybody's a free thinker until they're in a room with a bunch of people facing the wrong direction.
That, my friends, is a powerful, powerful message for you to understand how easy it is for you to be influenced. Pick your friends carefully. But the same thing occurs when you're being manipulated by media, by what you observe in the society. And of course, women tend to be a lot more pliable. In other words, she tends to conform to the female group because rejection from the female group is incredibly important for her. So she will tend to conform to the group. Men tend to be a little bit more logical, so he tend not to conform that quickly. And I say that quickly because you saw in this experiment that men can also fall into that group where he conforms. We all do. The outliers, the individuals who don't conform, tend to be the ones that are assassinated, destroyed, etc. Or they go off and they build their own. But in general, my friends, we have to be careful about how easily it is for us to be manipulated.
Did you know that daughters with involved fathers are 8 times more likely to delay intimate relationships and choose higher quality partners? Research shows that when fathers actively engage with their daughters, they literally rewire how these girls view their own worth. A father's unconditional love becomes the baseline for how she expects to be treated by men. She learns what respect looks like, what protection feels like, and what genuine care sounds like. But here's the most fascinating part. Daughters without fathers seek male validation through physical relationships at nearly triple the rate. They often struggle to recognize their own value because no man ever showed them they were precious. Meanwhile, daughters with strong father figures develop what psychologists call secure attachment patterns. They become naturally feminine because they feel safe to be vulnerable. They set boundaries because daddy taught them they deserve respect. When these women marry, they create the strongest families because they understand healthy masculine and feminine roles. A father's presence literally shapes the next generation of wives and mothers.
And this is what a lot of women just cannot freaking understand. They don't know or they don't care that they're destroying the child's life, whether it's male or female, when the man is dispatched or kicked out of the house. They don't realize that it is essential that the man is present, but she will destroy her family for her happiness, whereas a man will give up his happiness to protect, provide, and take care of his family. That's the difference between the sexes. A special apology to men.
I want to tender a special apology to men. Everything that I might have said, every negative thing that I might have said in the past to men, I sincerely apologize. Even though I've never really been the one to go hard on men, I might say a little bit of things here and there, but I've never really been the one that goes hard on men like that. But every little thing, no matter how small, how big, how magnificent, or how very little itty bitty that I have said against men or about men, I take it back. I take them all back and I apologize. Tender my apologies to men. Because
Why are you trying to apologize now? Are you broke? You're desperate for something? Please share it with us.
this is inevitable. There's nothing we can do without men. Absolutely nothing. Life is nothing without a man in your life. As a woman, as a matured woman, I mean, woman that is mature enough to have a man in her life. It's just like, girl child. Without a father figure in her life, it's a struggle. Without a father figure in a girl's child life, in a boy's child life, it's a big struggle. Imagine a mature woman that is old enough to have a man like me, and there's no man in my life. Imagine what I have to go through on a daily basis without man. Like, go to work, wake up, go to work, come back home. It's just me. This is crazy. Whoever is out there saying men are not important, I think you have something else coming for you. Maybe you have something else going on with you that you need to be checked. Men are highly, highly important in the life of women, in the lives of all women. Men are important. I can feel the impact. I can feel the, how you say this word? I can feel the vacuum. I can feel the loneliness every day. Almost every day of my life, I feel lonely without a man in my life. It's not that I don't have men figure or, in my life. I do. I have like father figure, uncle, cousins, friends, but there's nothing like your partner. There's nothing like partner. Nothing. The lonely nights, the nights you feel horny and there's no one there to cuddle you, to kiss you, to, do all these nice things to you. There's no one to do all that. It's crazy. And I'm not ashamed to say all this because I'm mature enough. I'm old enough to say things like this. I get the urges too. I do. And sex toys are not enough. Please. Can't do this.
I hear you, Auntie. I hear you. That D is calling you now and you're feeling lonely. You have nothing. You have no one there to cuddle up to. Yeah. A lot of women are starting to feel the absence of men because men have said, you know what? We're done. Akpen Akspar said, the bottom line is that we need each other. So we should all just respect and appreciate each other. Yes, you're right. We do need each other. It's just that the absence of men impacts women a lot more simply because women are the weaker of the two sexes. Number one. Number two, women are the more social of the two sexes. These are the two primary things. Women are much more social than men. Men can go and freaking stay in the woods for the rest of his life and feel happy having a freaking dog or a bear as his friend. Women, no. Vencure says, all women mature and only understand it after reaching her age. Yes. Jesse said, on behalf of all men, apology is accepted. I don't think most men are going to say that, to be honest. I don't think most of the men here are going to say that. But we do feel you, man. But I remember reading this one meme earlier. And it said, if she does not accept you in her prime, do not accept her in her decline. And it was a powerful statement, But I cannot recommend that as an older man because it does not resolve the problem that we're currently having, which is a massive disconnect between the two sexes. And I want to bring us back together. Yes, I'm hard on women because it's feminism that have caused this bullshit. It is the female that have broken the social contract between the males and the females. It is the women that are now demanding to be more like men and now becoming more undesirable to men rather than men becoming more like females. It is the women that raise boys without fathers. It is the women that have kicked the men out of the home. It is women who are incentivized to actually get a divorce from the man. It is women who focus on FOMO, fear and missing out. So even when she has a nice peaceful home and she sees her friends traveling, she feels that she should wreck her peaceful home because she wants some of that chaos. It's not men that are doing that. So that's why I'm hard on women, because they have to wake up and learn and understand what they're doing, because most of them are just going through life and they're not freaking focusing on what's important. They're just living for today, the excitement of today. This is the big problem.
Did you ever cheat on?
No. Did not. True.
Oh my god. Did you ever check my phone while we were dating?
Never. True. Never that. No, there's no reason.
When you use the word love, do you actually mean it?
Yes. True.
Did you ever DM one of my friends after we broke up?
No. How come he's not saying true?
No way. Are you dating anyone right now?
No. I am not dating anyone right now. True.
Do you miss our relationship?
No. July. What? What?
You see, the purity of a man is undeniable. So many women cannot understand how men love. Women do not love like men. The lie detector detected that when he was trying to show that he didn't love her like she loved him, which is obvious, because she's shocked that he actually felt this way about her, because she didn't feel this way about him. She did all of those things that she thought he did to her. Check his phone, DM his friends. She did all of that shit. She's shocked that he didn't do that to her. Because a woman only loves conditionally. A man loves with purity. And listen, it's part of her survival mechanism. She needs to know that man can provide and protect her when she's most vulnerable. A man doesn't need that. So he is free to love her unconditionally, you see. Man, you see a man standing there and you can see he's hungry. He's hungry for that food, but you know what he needed more than anything else? He needed that affection, man. So many of us are starved for that simple affection. You have no idea how important the touch of another human being is to us. All of us. Every single one of us. Even if you're getting it from another man, if it's coming from a place of love and sincerity, that hug itself is what probably just brought him back from the brink of just saying, I'm done. Even watching that shit almost got me going into tears. He needed that, man. That was raw. Whew. So my friends, listen, I'm going to cut it off there. There's so many more good videos, but you know what? I can't make these a 2-hour videos. All right, this is the best I can do in half an hour or so. So my friends, like this video on the way out. Please let me know your opinion. Let's have a discussion in the comment section. Okay, subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, my friends, I will be back tomorrow. Okay, so until then, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.